Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Claudia and I simply love sharing the lessons I'm learning from life. Today I'm going to be continuing on the series of management and focusing on the second area to manage for life success, which is self-management. In the previous video, I gave a brief overview of how to manage habits, mindset, and discipline. In today's video, I'm going to be focusing on emotional management, especially with regards to thinking. And so, as I mentioned before, we're going to be doing things differently, and today is going to be presented in podcast form. So, my special guest today is named Kemi Oyesola. She is a thoughts transformation coach, founder of How to Think Global Solutions, and I'm so excited to have this conversation with her. I have been looking forward to having this conversation because, if I'm being honest, this year I have really struggled with my thought and my mind. And so, this conversation is going to be very insightful for me. And so, get your pens and papers ready and get ready to learn how to think properly. And so, let's get into it. A lot of people often feel stuck or lost or uncertain. What questions should they ask themselves when they feel lost or uncertain or stuck?
I think it's just one question. What did I think that got me here? What was my train of thoughts? What was I thinking? What happened and what did I think about it? What didn't happen and what did I think about it? Just find out what you are thinking. You're the only one who knows what you are thinking because nobody can go in there and find out what you are thinking. Only God knows what your thoughts are. So it's between you and God. You ask him, he tells you, you go back, say, how did I get here? And you'll find out that it's just a stinking thought that started and you are doing it. You kept on and on and on, going over it on and on until it became so messy you didn't know how to go backwards.
Mm, yeah.
That's what you have to ask. You don't have to be stuck. It's not written anywhere that you must be stuck. It's not written anywhere that you must be uncertain. That this is your life. You're nobody's victim. Don't accept it. But if you do, you will be stuck. You will be uncertain. So it's taking responsibility for your life.
Yeah.
Nobody else can do that for you.
If someone listening is feeling stuck today, what would you want them to remember? And I guess in a way, how can they fix it once they've discovered the the train of thought that got them to where they are? Who can help them?
So you can contact us. You can contact us at How to Think. Global Solutions will help you. But before, I want you to go away with three things. But before I say that, how to come out of it is you are thinking stinking. Then think something that's perfumed. Think the total opposite of it. You are thinking, oh, I know I'm just going to fail. I didn't read enough. Stop it. You know you don't want to fail because you didn't read enough. Does not mean you need to rehash it and go over. You want to stop it, slow down, and start thinking the opposite. Oh, I'm going to pass. It's going to be great. Yeah, I'm not going to fail. I am going to pass. I am going to pass. Yeah, and think on it. Keep going on and on because that's what you are doing when you are thinking, stinking. Oh, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. And so you got yourself into a hole. Dig yourself out of it. It is so simple. People look at me like, is that all? They're waiting for like, yeah, you have to do this and then you have to do that and then you have to write this and then you have to say this, then you have to pray this. No, start thinking right. The good book, you can pick it up and Google it. I want to think right about myself. What kind of verses should I think on? And just one, just you just need one verse. You don't need 28, just one. And keep thinking on that. Ruminate on it. Just keep thinking. And then gradually you begin to see yourself being that or doing that. I call it the Siagi effect. SIAGI. It stands for see it and get it. If you can see it in your mind's eye, you will get it. It's a law. You can't do anything about laws. Laws don't say, oh, Kemi doesn't know about me, I'm going to change. Laws do what laws say they will do. They don't change. It's the same as the word principle. So as a man thinks in his heart, so is he, period. You think this way, you are that way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So the three things I would like you to go away with, having listened to me, is number one, you got yourself where you are. The beginning, many beginnings, is to take responsibility. Claudia did it. No, it was when I was growing up. My mom didn't do this. Stop it. Mom is not. You're grown up now. You're a big girl. You're a big boy. Take responsibility. Because when you take responsibility, you've taken control. But when you don't take responsibility, you let it go. Like anybody, if somebody talks to me now, I could get triggered. I hate the word. I hate the whole narrative around that. Are you a light switch that somebody does? Eh? Oh, something happened to me. They took my dolly when I was 5 years old. Eh? How old are you now? 21 years. You're not a zombie. You are not. Stop it.
Mm,
Call a spade a spade. And you that might mean you'll cry a lot. You get something, throw it on the wall, just be on your own there. God is with you. Insist that I must be better.
mm,
Because I wasn't born or created to be this sad, anxious. That's not who you are.
mm,
So, number one, you got yourself there. Number two, no one is coming to save you. Call it what it is.
mm,
Don't die there. I waited on my best friend. I was with a client a few days ago, and she said somebody she always talks to for months has ignored her. She's on her own. I said, Auntie, you're always going to be on your own, darling. The only other person that can help you is God. Forget humans. Oh, for at least 3 months. I said, of course. He's probably tired of whatever you are saying. He probably doesn't have an answer, or you're probably expecting so much from him, maybe because you are intimate. She didn't say he's my boyfriend, but maybe you've been intimate and you're expecting, and he doesn't want to be like that with you. So he's telling you in different ways, Auntie, I'm done.
mm,
Go and find your help elsewhere. No one is coming to save you. And you could see she was really hurting. I said, get up, get up, get up. Gather yourself, shake yourself up, and start going. Because ain't nobody coming to save you. And number three, you can get yourself out because you are more powerful than you think you are right now. The minute you feel, oh, I can't do it, that puts you in a different category from those of us who believe we can do it. But that's not true. You put yourself in the category. God did not. Life did not. You did. So snap out of it. You can get yourself out because you are more powerful than you think right now. And until you use that power, you will not know how powerful you are. You won't be able to talk about it and say, oh my God. And then I went here and I did this and this is what happened. You wouldn't have known that if you didn't step out and do it. You are
mm,
more powerful than you think right now. Finally, God has never created a weak person. We are the ones who made ourselves weak.
mm.
Because you
Wow.
can't be in his image and likeness and then be weak. He's not weak. So you didn't come out of him that way.
That's amazing. That's gonna stick. That cements this episode.
Mm.
I was gonna ask the final question, but I think you've touched on it. That what is a small mindset shift that often leads to big changes or to a big change. But I think you've
Yeah, it is the
touched
I am
that
in control of my
in
thoughts,
control.
therefore my life. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
I'm
I'm
more
in
powerful
control.
than I think I am.
Yes,
So that's
yes,
That's
yes,
amazing. That's
yes.
amazing. Wow. Thank you so much, Coach Kemi,
Thank you.
for
Thank you,
sharing
Claudia.
with us on how to think because uh, we most of our time is spent thinking. So
Mm.
it's really important that we fix that aspect of our lives
Mm.
and so that we can move forward. Um,
Mm.
because as the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so
So you
yeah,
see.
so is he. So thank you so much for sharing your
And you know how wide open that's like an open check. So that means just look at life and go, I want to be like this. I'm going to think about it. You are.
mm,
I want to be like that. I'm going to think on it. You are.
mm,
And it's continuous thinking until you see the manifestation. It's not, oh, I want to be a leader. Then you think today and that's it. You're a leader. No, it has to become who you are.
mm.
your red blood cells to the nucleus must be that thing. That's how deep you need to go. So it's continuous meditation. Continue, because thinking, deep thinking is another word for it is meditate.
Yeah.
Just keep thinking on it, on that. Yeah, this is, I'm the head, I'm not the tail. I'm above, I'm not beneath. Everything I do, no, I'm the head.
Mm.
I'm not able to join groups and things like that if I'm not leading.
Mm.
Only if I'm invited or there's a program and I want to learn from there. But if you just join the group, just be talking. No, no, no. Because some of us are born leaders, called leaders, whatever.
Mm.
And what am I doing there?
Mm.
Except, of course, I'm learning from other leaders there. But if you just join the group, no, no. At first, I used to think, oh, that was so pompous of me. I'm so proud. No, no, no. I know who I am.
Mm.
I'm not apologizing for it. And I'm not throwing, I'm this. I just know that I will not thrive doing that. And I can't serve people doing that. I've got to be up here.
Mm.
So that, because that's how I serve.
Mm.
So I'm not serving from a position of I'm in charge. I'm serving from a position of, because minister means servant. So I'm under you. So allow me to serve you.
That's very important. Thank you for reminding us about that. Another question just came to my mind. It's not something I prepared before, but in terms of thinking and action, how much of I would say how much of a percentage is thinking in comparison to action when it comes to becoming or being?
That's a very, very, very good question.
Mm.
So the principle for as a man thinks in his heart, so you see, means thinking causes you to become. So think of a doctor going, a student starting medicine.
Mm.
They year one, year two, year 3 years, up to year seven or year eight, whatever it is. At the end of it, they are studying to become a doctor. They don't just do doctor things. They are studying to become a doctor. They are giving injections here, taking blood here, using the stethoscope. They are practicing, they are learning.
Yeah.
At the end, they are doctors. They do what doctors do. If you are thinking right, you will become, and without fail, you will do what you have become. You cannot do what you have not become. You cannot go to school of arts and what, carvings, and want to be a doctor.
Mm.
You can't. You can't come and do doctor things while you are thinking on being an art person.
Mm.
You've got to think, because it is about being. It's not
Yeah.
about doing. So I can't answer the question percentage. But one thing I've noticed when I started teaching how to think, many people will end up saying, "Oh, think what you said. I'm going to do this." I said, "No, no. Don't do anything, because you have not become the person that can do that thing. You will fail like that."
Mm.
So let's keep thinking, let's keep working on your thinking, and gradually you just slide into that thing. Oh my goodness, I can do this now. Yes, yes, you can.
Yeah.
So spend time thinking, because it helps you to become.
Mm.
That's the end goal of thinking, to become. And when you become, you can now, because the end of that principle, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you will know God's good will, acceptable, and perfect will. That's the aim of your transformation. It's not just so that you can transform. No, 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 no. That means there is a certain person who cannot know God's good, acceptable, and perfect will.
Mm.
So there is a need for that transformation, a need for that renewal of the mind. There you can't know it, because you are all flesh and carnal and all that stuff. Now, spend time renovating your mind. That's what the word renew means, with new thoughts, with different thoughts that serve, that look like God. Ah, now we are talking.
So have a goal in mind of what you want to become as you're
Yes,
thinking.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah, but before you have a goal, ask God, what did you create me to do? Because if you want to become something, and that's not what He sent you to do, not that you won't be successful, but you're just going to be empty at the end of it, and you would know.
Mm.
And everybody knows what they are called to do. Even when you say, I don't know my purpose, is a lie. You know, you just either afraid, or you don't want to do it, or you don't like it, or you don't believe it, or it's a bit too good to be true. We all know we were born with it. You find out.
Wow.
Mm,
What a way to end the episode. Wow.
Oh
A nice
dear.
one for those of us who are asking ourselves about what our purpose are,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
is, I should say.
yeah.
That's a nice one for us, a reminder for us. Thank you so much, Coach Kemi.
You're welcome, ma'am. You're
It's been
welcome.
a pleasure having you on this platform.
And you.
And as we're ending the episode, is
Okay.
how can people best reach you if they
Um,
wanted to get in touch?
LinkedIn is brilliant. It's my name, Kemi Oyesola, but in between those two names, in inverted commas, it says I don't care. So you can't miss me. Kemi, I don't care, Oyesola. And if you want to know why, I'll tell you, ask me on LinkedIn. But I'm also on Facebook as just Kemi Oyesola and on Instagram as how to think with a number two. How to think one word with a number two.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for being on
Thank you,
this
Claudia.
platform. Wow, wow, wow. What a conversation. This has been just a teaser. I only asked three questions. And so next week, on the 12th of February, we are going to be recording a live podcast with Coach Kemi on how to think yourself out of negativity. I'm going to put the flyer or the post somewhere on the screen for you to see. It's a live recording, so please do join. Um, in order to also share your questions. It's going to be streaming on LinkedIn Live and also on YouTube. So you can join on any of those platforms and then share your questions for Coach Kemi to answer them. So 5:30 p.m. GMT. Please do check the time equivalent in your region. We are looking forward to asking your questions and answering your questions as well. So please do join. I'll put the link to join on in the description so you can sign up. Don't forget 12th of February for the full conversation on how to think yourself out of negativity. Looking forward to having you. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, share this one, and please do subscribe to No Ordinary Life TV, where the live podcast recording is going to be streamed. Thank you for joining. Take care.